Hi to all, it's another video today. It's the 6th of February. We're back at Devon Partnership Trust, Wonford House in Exeter. Yeah, I've had a few days from not doing any videos to have a bit of a rethink and a recap, and I still feel the same, but this one's a little bit different. I just get so frustrated, like many other people, when you have mental health issues or complex mental health issues and you've been diagnosed with mental health disorders like unstable personality, schizophrenia, all these conditions, etc., etc. To seek help is very, very hard in Exeter. They've now, in my opinion, and I think I speak for many others, they've structured the alleged help to actually put you in a disadvantaged position where you're jumping through hoops trying to get help, and you're confronted with, you spend all your time trying to seek help, going from one in-tray to another. That involves your GP, if you're under mental health, under CMHT, which is Community Mental Health Team, or back to your doctor, which is primary care. You just push from one to the other, and the problem is with your GP will have a limited capacity to help you, considerable limited capacity, so they just do their net best, which is just to forward you to another in-tray, to another service. That doesn't work. It doesn't put you in a better position, and you go round in circles. To access these services are impossible. Often your GP, if you're under your GP now, what is the practice in Exeter, and I know these services are all around the country, it's Andy Mann's Club. It's it's not government funded or anything, it's independent, it's a drop-in place where you can go and offload your mental thoughts, intrusive thoughts, whether you feel like harming yourself or suicidal. It's a place of to go and meet and discuss how you're struggling with your mental health, etc., etc. The doctors love this because they will now just earmark you to Andy Mann's Club. So basically you're out of their in-tray and into what I consider the outside third-party organisation. Andy Mann's Club does tremendous hard work. They work hard to keep it running. They have limited funds. And in the event, if you go into an Andy Mann's Club around the country, with intrusive thoughts, self-harm thoughts, suicidal ideation, or you're feeling suicidal, there's not a lot these people can do, bless them. If you turn up to those services in a right state, they will ring the relative parties, which will be A&E, site liaison, mental health, and in some cases maybe the police or the ambulance service. I think mental health love this position. I mean, if you've seen how many people go to these groups around the country every Monday, there's at least 20 plus people in each meeting each Monday night. I just can't help but think that there has to be something else for these people, It's also burdening, places like the Andy Mann's group therapy and talk service. They're inundated. And part of the reason why they're inundated is places like Devon Partnership Trust will go, oh, try Andy Mann's Club. And your GP will also say the same. Try Andy Mann's Club. There's support there for you. Yes, there is. It's a good talk service. It's run by good people. But it has utterly limited capacity of what they can offer. The help is with the true professionals, which is what they claim to be, which is Devon Partnership Trust, through your GP. NHS run counselling services like TalkWorks. Problem is you can't access them. I've said this before, I don't want to keep repeating myself, but I'm trying to drive home the message that these services provide next to no help. The situation with TalkWorks, which comes under Devon Partnership Trust, is you're either too ill to access TalkWorks, you're too mentally unwell, and you're diagnosed with a high level mental health issue, or simply you're not ill enough. So you fall in this grey area. You're not ill enough, or you're too ill. You fall in this void where there's no help. They will simply turn you away. People need to be aware of what's going on here. You know, same again, the car park's full of staff. These aren't people coming here for an appointment. I know this on first hand. I can say with huge confidence there'll be no one in there to be seen today. If there is, it'd be one person at most. So what are all these people doing? You know, they claim they help in the community and they visit people. Well, every time I've tried to access that, it's limited. It lasts for a week if you're lucky, 3 days, a couple appointments, and then they're done with you. It's done. It's over until the next time, and you go round in circles. You know. When you're in severe crisis, you go over here to the place of safety. The place of safety, I've already said this, is a vile place run by monsters. People don't believe me. They think I'm being harsh in my words. They believe it's a good place to give you help. I can assure you on first hand, you will be treated poorly at best. You know? And when they're done with you and they've assessed you, they literally throw you out on the pavement to the next episode. Myself, I've been took to the place of safety. I've been discharged and I've come back again because of mental health situation and crisis several hours later, and then they chuck you out on the pavement again. You go nowhere. It's over once you've been discharged. You know, the annoying thing is, if you fall over and you break your leg or break your ankle, you can go to hospital and get treated. Yes, you will have to wait, but you will be seen and you will be assessed and you will be treated for your injury. Yet, your long-term injury, which is a mental health condition, you have less rights. You have less access to any help. All you do is get fobbed off with broken promises, and on it goes. The same with home treatment team, which is run from here, home treatment service. They will tell you when you've come out of the place of safety, oh, well, we'll refer you for home treatment. Most of the time, in most cases, you will be earmarked for, say, 4 appointments, whether that's here or in your home. Well, I know through talking to people and hearing other people's experiences, it doesn't take place. You get 1 appointment, 2 appointments if you're lucky, usually 1, and then you will be assessed and discharged. And it's the same situation. It's over. Your assessment is ended. And on you go. This doesn't do your mental health any good. It puts you in a situation where you feel abandonment, not being acknowledged by services that are supposed to be in place to support you, and you feel totally discarded and abandoned with a mental health condition. This is the situation. There are many videos on YouTube explaining this. You've only got to look around and read what other people have to say. The information is out there. This is why I am exposing these people. There's enough money going in. They all play this, oh, there's no funding, there's no money. They got money going in for what they need. I know on first hand, they have a constant building firm here all the time. They're here every day. There's money being spent. It needs to be pushed to giving support to people. That would be a good start. So, to round up, I'm still extremely angry with these people. It's a joke. There's some builders now, look, going up the steps. There's plenty of money going into this building. Just totally exasperated, you know. I rang my doctors this morning and said, you know, look, I'm struggling. I'm having difficulties. And she said, ring the Samaritans. No offer of any help. Oh, other than, can you visit the Samaritans? I think you can go and visit them. The Samaritans has no mental health training. They have no ability. They're just a talk service. I'm not saying they're bad, because they're not. They're good people, but they're very limited. It's back to that again. It's limited support you can get from these said services. The real help and moving forward with some kind of action plan sits with these people. It always comes back to these people here at Devon Partnership Trust. You know, what's my advice to people? If you're in mental health crisis, you've got to fight back. And I know that's hard when you're in crisis, and I know it's very distressing when you're in a mental health crisis. But you've got to fight back with these people, because if you don't, you will simply be sidelined somewhere else. So we'll leave that one today.